The adrenaline that kicks in while watching survival movies is altogether a different high for the viewers. Perseverance and courage are the core values such survival genre films portray. We came up with the top 10 English survival movies of all time. Number 10. Buried. Buried is a 2010 thriller survival drama film directed by Rodrigo Cortés. Paul, a US truck driver, was captured by insurgent guerrillas in Iraq and buried 6 feet underground inside a coffin. With just a phone and a lighter, he must race against time to save himself in this claustrophobic survival thriller. Buried is one of the most underrated gripping survival thrillers ever made in Hollywood. Buried manages to hold your breath for most of its runtime, and a deep exhale is expected once the credit rolls over. The movie works not because of its idea, but its presentation. If you are a Ryan Reynolds fanatic, you are in for a great treat as he displays strong performance and is easily one of the best in his career. Buried is a near-perfect take on utter desperation to stay alive, knowing that your breath can stop at any minute. Number 9. The Road. The Road is a 2009 post-apocalyptic survival film directed by John Hillcoat. In the post-apocalyptic world, Viggo and his son embark on a journey to the sea where a hospitable environment for humans is present. He must protect himself and his son from cannibals who roam the streets. The Road is a heart-wrenching survival drama that grants very few moments where you feel relieved. This is a realistic depiction of the survival genre, and if you are an action junkie, The Road isn't the right fit for you. Tough times bring out the best in humans, but they also bring out the very worst are the ideals conveyed in this emotionally captivating and harrowing tale of survival. With great storytelling and captivating performance from the father-son duo, The Road is a haunting movie, yet a great watch. Number 8. Everest. Everest is a 2015 biographical survival adventure film directed by Baltasar Kormákur. Two mountain climbing expeditions, one led by Scott Fisher and the other by Rob Hall, encounter one of the most deadly snowstorms ever faced by mankind as they attempt to scale Mount Everest. Based on true events, Everest is about the misadventure of May 10th and 11th, 1996 that claimed 8 lives. The movie burns slowly at the beginning, but as it proceeds, it pulls your heartstrings all at once. The cinematography is as impressive as you would expect on an adventure film. Everest is a natural disaster survival drama with a stellar cast, and the performances by every one of them uphold the spirit of the movie in every frame. Number 7. Rescue Dawn. Rescue Dawn is a 2006 survival war drama film written and directed by Werner Herzog. Dieter Dangler, a US fighter pilot, is shot down over Laos during the Vietnam War and taken captive by the enemy soldiers. Dieter, along with his fellow prisoners, must wait for their chance to escape from the prisoner of war camp. Director Werner Herzog is very well known for his documentaries, but here he made a riveting survival drama based on real facts. It is a completely different war film as it primarily focuses on the survival of a soldier against all odds. Rescue Dawn is a unique viewing experience as it is a fine blend of drama and war. Christian Bale and Steve Zahn deliver a powerful performance that deserves more appreciation than what they were credited with. The last 30 minutes in the jungle are shot in an impeccable manner, elevated by brilliant Christian Bale. Number 6. 127 Hours. 127 Hours is a 2010 biographical survival drama film co-written and directed by Danny Boyle. Errol Ralston, a mountain climber, gets trapped in a canyon when he was on a hiking adventure alone in Utah. He must take desperate measures in order to survive for 127 hours before he is rescued. Adapted from a book named Between a Rock and a Hard Place by Errol Ralston, 127 Hours is a movie that showcases the extreme height of human endurance and a will to survive. A spectacular performance by James Franco and kinetic direction by Danny Boyle gave us an inspiring cinematic experience. A substantial amount of time is given to the flashes into the family of Errol Ralston, his fantasies and regrets. Despite the angst felt by the protagonist and viewers, 127 Hours managed to stay optimistic and inspiring considering the theme of the movie. Number 5. Life of Pi. Life of Pi is a 2012 adventure survival drama film produced and directed by Ang Lee. After selling their zoo, Santosh and Geeta Patel boarded a freighter with their sons and the remaining few animals. As a deadly storm sinks the ship, Patel's teenage son is the only human survivor who is accompanied by a Bengal tiger in a lifeboat. As days turn into months, both of them must trust each other in order to survive. Based on Jan Martel's 2001 novel Life of Pi, director Ang Lee pulled off an incredible survival drama with a material that seems almost impossible. Watching this movie is a pure delight to your senses as it projects an inexplicable beauty that beautifully views realism and pure fantasy. Life of Pi bases itself on an unimaginable atmosphere aided by brilliant cinematography, impeccable direction, and commendable performance from Suraj Sharma. Number 4. Apollo 13. Apollo 13 is a 1995 space docudrama film directed by Ron Howard. Apollo 13 is based on the events of the Apollo 13 lunar mission. When the oxygen tank of the spacecraft explodes, the astronauts find themselves stranded in space. In the meantime, NASA must devise a plan to bring them back alive to Earth. Apollo 13 is a terrific example of how a historical event should be filmed. Though the viewers are very much aware of the events that happened, the film manages to grab your attention and keeps you glued to your seat from the beginning to the end. The special effects in the movie are excellent for a film that is made in 1995. While sticking to the historical facts of the mission, director Ron Howard wonderfully recreates the concern and fears of the astronauts that are largely forgotten. Apollo 13 is a compilation of accurate information into a beautiful survival drama. Number 3. The Martian. The Martian is a 2015 science fiction survival drama film directed by Ridley Scott. Mark Watney, an astronaut, is left stranded on the planet Mars as his crew leaves him behind, presuming that he is dead in a storm. He must find a way to signal Earth that he is still alive, and he struggles to keep himself alive with minimum supplies. The Martian bases itself on the grounded and realistic take on the sci-fi genre. Though if you are not a fan of sci-fi movies, The Martian might still work for you as it holds the necessary amount of drama, emotional connection, and optimism on survival. Matt Damon as Mark Watney is the heart and soul of the film, as he adds a lot of humanity to this character. Certain moments keep you delighted amidst a life or death situation. The makers have managed to balance both tones convincingly. Number 2. The Revenant. The Revenant is a 2015 American adventure survival drama film directed by Alejandro G. Inarritu. Hugh Glass, a frontiersman man, is severely injured after being mauled by a bear and abandoned by his hunting crew. He uses his skills to survive a relentless winter and must take revenge on the treacherous member of the team who left him for dead. Crafting an adventure at the level of the Revenant is a terrific path led by Alejandro G. Inarritu for the future generation filmmakers to come. DiCaprio's character arc from humble father to fallen victim stands out as one of the best in his filmography. After being snubbed like 10 times in his career, DiCaprio won the Academy Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role for The Revenant. The most impressive portion of the film is its cinematography, as the makers did not use any single studio light and used only natural light or fire. The Revenant is an intense film that holds its grip firmly on the concepts of survival and revenge. Before we get onto the number 1 movie in our list, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like the video. Thank you for your support. Number 1. Cast Away. Cast Away is a 2000 American survival drama film directed by Robert Zemeckis. A FedEx executive, Chuck Nolan, has washed ashore on a deserted island as his plane crashed over the Pacific Ocean in a deadly storm. When all his efforts to sail away fail, he must learn how to survive on the island. Will Chuck survive in such harsh conditions and return to his loved ones? Cast Away is a magnificent exploration of the strength of the human spirit. The movie makes you empathize with the character Chuck Nolan on many occasions. Once you are done watching Cast Away, the new perception of how you look at your life is the real success of the film. The concept of survival drama that mostly visualizes the struggle of a single man is a tricky idea that could have gone wrong. But the excellent writing and the tremendous performance of Tom Hanks made Cast Away an all-time classic. That's it from us today. We will meet you in another video with another interesting topic.